What's up, you guys? It's your girl Didi, and I'm back again with another freaking video.
This shit sound like an intro jet song. Give me that tempo. So cool, he a fool with this shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's.
So for today's video, you guys, I wanted to talk about friendship trauma.
Oh my God, I'm geeking!
When I tell you I have dealt with my share of friendship trauma, I told myself that I wasn't really gonna ever talk about this, but it's happened one too many times for me, and I'm kind of just like, I think I need to talk about it. I treat a lot of my friendships like relationships. They are relationships. This is somebody you're supposed to feel like you can trust. This is somebody you feel like you can rely on. Somebody that you feel comfortable around, that you feel like you can be yourself around. That's what a friend is supposed to be.
Period.
I feel like men don't have this issue as much as us girls do. I look at my man's friendships with his friends, they ain't never fallen out over anything. Like, their friendship is so unproblematic. One time I just sat down and asked him, like, what is your all's friendship? Like, what do you guys do? Like, what do guys' friendships consist of? And, you know, I've seen them play video games together. A lot of his friends he got from work, but some he knows from school. They mainly kind of just do their friendship activities, either going to play basketball, playing video games, and he does his music. And every time it's so unproblematic. I never hear anything. I mean, uh-oh, you pooping? They got like little tit for tats, you know, situations, but they always resolve it. I feel like I've been hurt way too many times, so now being at this big age, I really let anything slide. Like, if I feel like, I'll let a little bit slide, but when I was younger, I used to let shit slide a lot. When I tell you a lot, I used to literally let friends walk all over me. Like, they weren't really friends. And now, I'll let you do a little 1-2 of like me side-eyeing you, but the third time, I'm just like, bye, like, peace out.
No, that's right.
I know somebody out there is feeling what I'm saying. Like, for some reason, being an adult woman and trying to make friends is so difficult. And for me, yes, I do deal with social anxiety.
Shout out to everybody with social anxiety. I kind of feel sorry for you. Oh, yeah.
But if I keep hanging out with you, it's really gonna go away, and I'm gonna feel comfortable. And yeah, give me like 3 sessions, 3 hangouts, and I'm good. I can be fully myself around you if the vibe is right. I'll say I do have a lot of acquaintances. I do have a few friends. Love them to death. They're great people. And with the last female friend situation, I really felt like I was being used. Like, I really felt that. Because remember when I met her, she was really just not in a good place. And she was struggling. She didn't have a place to stay. And I saw her and she saw me. Like, we really saw each other. That's what I remember. And it's just sad to say, it's like we no longer speak at all.
That's a damn shame.
I helped her get on her feet. I told her about the apartment that my mom was staying at, and I gave her that information, and she got on it, and she got an apartment unit in the same building as my mom. Yeah, from then on, we were like the best of friends. We was hanging out like literally every day, because mind you, I met this girl at my work where I used to work, and we used to go to work together. I remember, yeah, I would drive her to work. We talked all day at work together. We would go home together. I would come over her house and eat dinner. Like, she was like, for real, like a real friend. Continued for like a year. You know, we was just chilling, having a good time. We would go out to places. We would even go to church and Bible study together. Like, when I tell you this was like one of my best friends, I don't know if she saw me as that. Looking back, I don't think she did. I don't know what she saw me as, but she didn't see me as a friend, I don't think. I don't know what it was. I can't even say on her part what it was to her. But I know for me, it was a real genuine friendship that I really cherished. I remember I used to thank God for the friendship because it literally marked everything that I needed. Somebody that I could talk to about anything. Somebody who was spiritually inclined and wanted to get closer to God, or, you know, close in age. All of that. It literally marked all of the things that, and we used to, mind you, we used to go biking together. We used to go up to the library and get books and like feed our brains together. Like, we used to do everything. Like, literally, that was my best friend. Never talked about this out loud to somebody. I just realized that I've never sat and actually talked about this. I kind of just put it to the side and tried to forget about it. Yeah, so we used to do everything together. We used to go to work together, everything. Remember, I think it was like 4 or 5 months into our friendship, we were starting to talk about like even moving in together. Like, that's how close we were. We were talking about moving in together. We were looking at apartments. Yeah, we were talking about it. We were talking about it a lot. Mind you, it was the most beautiful friendship that I have ever had. Like, it had no drama, nothing. It was just smooth sailing.
Hold up, wait a minute.
So this is the start of when it started to get rocky. One, there's 2 things that happened that made this friendship just really rocky. So one, I met my baby's father, my boyfriend, at work as well. And 2, her aunt came to work at the place that we were working at, right? What came first is I started talking to my boyfriend, right? Started talking to him. She actually introduced me to him because I was scared to talk to him. And from then on, me and him used to talk all the time, right? Mind you, I'm not that type of girl that is so, we didn't have the title yet, by the way, me and my boyfriend, of boyfriend and girlfriend. Mind you, I'm not the type of girl that's going to drop everything around her just to be with her man. I don't do that. I don't do that at all. Of course, I was excited to see him and stuff, but I definitely broke my time up. You know, I spent time with my friends, and I spent time with him, and I spent time with my family. I made sure nobody felt left out. I would hang out with him sometimes on the weekend, and she was cool with that, at least I thought. And then also we would hang out some weekends as well. And I thought everything was fine, everything was Gucci. Then, like, me talking to him made her want to start talking to somebody too, but not on like some, oh, I'm trying to copy you and talk to somebody, just like, oh, well, let me get myself out there, like, type of vibe. So we also had this other guy that worked at where we worked, right? Dreadhead. Okay, we're just gonna call him Dreadhead. Damn, I look crazy right here. But anyway, I wanted to scratch what I said earlier about me meeting my boyfriend being one of the reasons why our friendship fell out. No. Honestly, truly, her meeting this man, Dreadhead, was the reason why, part of the reason why our friendship started going downhill. Because after she met this man, things started to go awry. We're gonna call the girl that I'm talking about. Honestly, I don't know. Let me think about it real quick. Just gonna call her. And this may sound disrespectful. I'm not even trying to be. I just cannot think of a name. So I'm gonna call her No Name. No Name started talking to Dreadhead, right? They had a thing and she was really feeling him, but I think she had also been through a lot of hurt in the past. And honestly, she wasn't really looking for anything serious either. I remember her telling me that specifically. And yeah, they were just kind of casual, you know, just casual. He came over, basically had like a kickback at her house. Mind you, she's still in the same apartment building as my mom that I helped her get into. Dreadhead came, and so did my man. He came, and oh, and like another girl from work came there. One of our photographers that we had for my birthday came. One of my friends come and her boyfriend. So it was a pretty packed house, right? So we were just playing games. We were just, you know, smoking a little reefer, okay? We was doing our little thing. Drinks was pouring. Like, we were just having a really good time, like, as a group of friends. Yeah, they had a good time. I remember me and my boyfriend, he wasn't my boyfriend at the time. We were just chatting, kind of like flirting with each other the whole time. Basically nothing, no drama, nothing really happened. I do remember she did have this girl there. This is kind of off topic, but she had this girl there that was underage, I think, but she kept trying to lie about it, and she was trying to like mess with the other guys there or something. I don't know, something weird. I'm just gonna call my boyfriend that wasn't my boyfriend then. I'm gonna call him D. Okay, D was there. Dreadhead had stayed the night. Both of them had stayed, right? And I remember, I'm not even gonna say what happened really that night. I will say the next morning, D had left and so did Dreadhead. I remember she was smiling at me and I was like, what? And then she was like, basically they didn't do anything. Didn't do the do, but some stuff had happened. I'ma just say that. She was giddy and like smiling, and I was telling her about me and D. You know, we was just real happy and just giggly and all that.
You've been a very bad girl.
Go back to work, and I think a week later, something had happened between them. I don't know what it was between her and Dreadhead. Something happened. I think he was just being the no good at that he was, and she just basically wasn't really feeling him anymore. I remember her coming to me and being like, dang, I wish I didn't have him over that night, because now I feel like it's just gonna be not that it's gonna be weird, but she's just gonna be mad, like walking around mad to see this man. I mean, I would too. Like, you seeing this man every day at work and knowing, you know, mind you, they didn't do anything, but some stuff had went down. You know, seeing that person just make you agitated, right? Just like telling her, forget about him, like, whatever. Mind you, this man had 3 children. Ew! I don't know how many baby mamas he had, but he had 3 children. So that didn't stop me from seeing D. Still talk to him. A couple days after that day when she was talking to me about Dreadhead, she kind of was just like, started kind of distancing herself from me a little bit. And I don't know if she felt some type of way, like, oh, wow, like her situation is working out and mine isn't. I don't know what she was feeling. I'm just assuming, because she never really spoke about it. Notice after that is when there started to be a shift and a switch change, right? Me and D were still getting to know each other. We were talking a lot more. I pushed this stuff out of my brain for so long. It's kind of hard to recollect what exactly happened in what time frame. Yeah, so shortly after her and Dreadhead stopped talking and stuff, it was like a good month later. This man was talking to other girls at the job. Dreadhead was really talking to this one white girl. I'm just gonna name her Wannabe, okay? Because this girl wanted to be black so bad.
And
mind you, Wannabe was talking to all of the guys in this workspace.
That's weird.
Started talking to Wannabe heavy, right? And I think this made No Name pissed. She was trying to put it off like she was not mad, but she was mad about it, which understandably, if this is somebody that you were talking to, we're women, we have emotions, we feel more than men do. So she was trying to act like she wasn't upset, but I knew she was upset. And I was just telling her, hey, she do like,
bitch, I said what I said.
I hope this information does not get back to my old job. I was like, just forget about it. You did not need him anyway. He's got 3 kids. I remember us sitting down and she was telling me, oh, my auntie is coming to work with us. Like, she's gonna work with us. And I was like, oh, that's so good. Like, I was excited because I had met her aunt before and she was real cool, real nice. So she's telling me that she's gonna come work with us, right? And then she also puts this on the table. She says, oh yeah, I'm thinking about moving back with her, just, you know, to get back on my feet. And I don't know if she wanted to go to college or something like that, but she said she wanted to move in with her aunt. At first I was like kind of hurt, of course, because I was like, we had been talking about moving in together, and I was telling her that I definitely wanted to move that following year. And I was ready, I was saving, all of that. So when she had told me that she was gonna move in with her aunt, I mean, honestly, I get it. Cause if you would put in front of me moving in with family over somebody I met and only know for like a year or so, I would definitely put in moving with family. Here's the catch though. This aunt that she wanted to move in with, right? She had problems with her a few years prior when she had lived with her. So I didn't understand why she wanted to move back into the place where there was so much stress and what put her where she was. She was actually at her aunt's before, and something had happened between them, and yeah, she just had to get out. I was fine with it because I understood, but also at the same time I was like, why would you want to move back in with this person that caused you so much problems before? So me hearing that, I had to redirect what I was going to do, because I was going to move next year no matter what. That was my plan. So I was talking to one of my other friends, seeing if she wanted to move in. None of them were really ready. None of them really had the job for it, like a good paying job, or they just weren't ready. They didn't have their finances in order to move out. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll just move out on my own, right? 2 weeks later, her aunt came and started working with us 2 weeks later. When I tell you she fit in right away, like you know, she's that type of woman that she don't take no shit from nobody. She's that kind of girl that just walks in there like, yeah, I'm here. And I admired that about her. I liked her. I thought she was really cool. And I'm saying that because for some reason she thinks that I don't like fuck with her aunt, or I didn't, and that wasn't even it. I will say this though. I did notice that her aunt influenced her a lot. It was like whatever her aunt believed, she believed. Whatever her aunt did, she did. Like, this woman was a very prominent figure in her life. And it makes sense because she was, mind you, her aunt was a little bit older. And yeah, she looked up to her. So she kind of followed what she did a lot. And I do believe that, I'm not for certain, but I do believe that her aunt was telling her some things about me or our friendship, and she did listen to it. So her aunt works there, and immediately there's a switch that I just don't understand, right? She starts, because we used to take lunch together every single day. She started not taking lunch with me at all. She would just text me, be like, hey, I'm gonna take lunch with my aunt. And it was just like an everyday thing, like literally immediately. Like when we would take breaks, she would go walk off with her aunt, just walk off, not really say anything, and just go walk off with her. At first I wasn't even bothered by it, because I'm like, this is your family, like, and she's working here. You're probably trying to get her, you know, acclimated with the job, and like telling her about the job, and, you know, just spending time with her. I get that. I had no problem with that. So when she would go do that, I would go talk to D, and we would have breaks together. Sometimes he would take lunch with me, and we would walk around the building, because a lot of people would take walks around the building. I remember one break I was with No Name and her aunt. I'm just gonna call her aunt, and then the other girl that we work with. She doesn't need a name because she's literally doesn't cause any drama in this story. She's like the least drama-filled person that I've ever met in my life. I took a break with them, right? And they went to the car to, you know, do some stuff.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol.
I just remember them talking about relationships, right? And they're like, yeah, I'm not really into that. Like, I'm not really trying to be with anybody right now. I'm just trying to focus on myself, blah, 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 blah. Because these dudes out here ain't shit and it's not good. Basically, they were just going on about these dudes just not being good out here. I wasn't keeping quiet, but I was kind of just saying, yeah, there's very few good ones out there is what I said. Because obviously, me and D were getting more serious. Like, I was like, yeah, there's very few good ones. And I was talking about D being one of the good ones. After I said that, really was no acknowledgement of any kind, by the way.
That's weird.
So I just noticed the switch and it felt like, I'm gonna just say how I felt, what I think it was. It was a multiple of things. I think it was one, because D was white, is white. I'm black. I don't know if they had an issue with that. That could have been one of the factors. Not only that, a lot of people don't believe in dating in the workplace, and for good reason, because a lot of the time it does not work out. And a lot of the time when it doesn't work out, then you're just stuck in an awkward situation at work. And I think they were really set on just not, you know, having a relationship with people at work. Of course, they were flirting and like, but they never took anybody serious at work. So I feel like they kind of looked at me weird for taking this man serious at work, because, you know, it's not the thing to do. A few of the things why they were acting so funny. Like I said, I could feel the energy shift. When I know somebody's not fucking with me no more, I can feel it, okay? And I'm very observant, so I just kind of watch things for a minute before I make my move of what I'm gonna do about it. After, you know, as she's about to run off to go to lunch with her aunt and the other girl, I tell her, oh my gosh, like, I just put in my deposit for this apartment. I'm about to move out. She's like, oh wow, congratulations. You know, she was really sounded genuine. This is what broke the camel's back, right? So after I tell her about my apartment, right, she's like, oh, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. A little later that day, we go on break, and I decided I want to walk with them, you know, because it had been a while since we all, like, linked up. So again, I noticed she's walking more towards, mind you, her aunt wasn't there this day. We were walking again. She's walking more, like, I could just sense the energy just had already shifted, but it was really, really shifting. At this point, we were dating, right? And so we're talking, and I'm telling her about D, and I mentioned something about D. I realized that this story is not gonna make much sense if I don't tell you what the information, what I told No Name. And I asked my boyfriend, and he said it's fine for me to share. So basically, I told No Name that D had told me that he didn't have his GED just yet because he had dropped out of high school in the 11th grade. Now, there was a reason why he did that, and I'm not going to get into it, but there was a valid reason why he did that. And her being my friend, of course, I shared this information with her. And when I told her, she kind of scrunched up her face, and I could tell that, you know, she was kind of judgmental about it, and that's her opinion. Like, I honestly didn't care, because he still managed to get a really good job, and he's doing very well for himself. So it didn't bother me, and honestly, her opinion of it didn't bother me at all. But for some reason, after this, it just started to get really, really weird. And she was like, I don't know about that. Like, it's your relationship, girl. Like, she kept saying that. She's like, it's your relationship, girl. It's your relationship. Like, you do what you want. I didn't think anything wrong of it. I thought, like, oh, I was just telling her, because that's my friend. I'm gonna tell her, you know, what's going on, and, you know, things about this man, because her opinion of this man is important to me, her being my friend. basically just saying it's your choice, whatever. Like, she didn't really say anything about it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hi, baby. Mind you, I'm thinking everything's Gucci. I'm thinking everything's good. I go back to work, and the next break that we had, she just comes up to me and she's like, hey, just so you know, from now on, in the most aggressive manner, she comes up to me and she's like, from now on, don't tell me anything about y'all's relationship. I don't care. She's like, whatever it is, I don't care. You don't need to tell me it. Like, just, I don't need to know. Like, don't tell me.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
I'm like, okay. Because mind you, this really threw me off because honestly, I didn't think anything wrong with the conversation that we had. I was really thrown off. I was like, where is this energy coming from? Other friend that it used to be 3 of us. The other friend later told me that she thinks that she was jealous. Her words, not mine, okay? And that's why she didn't want to hear anything about the relationship. She walks away right after she says this. So I'm sitting there like trying to process, like, why are you being so hostile? So I go back up to her. I'm like, what's the deal? Like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing. I just don't want to hear nothing about your relationship, like, at all. Like, that's what she kept saying. It was irritating me. I hate when people are specific. Like, be specific. What are you talking about? Why are you saying this? It's like, oh, well, you kept telling me about that. And she basically said I kept saying it. Like, I kid you not, I only mentioned it twice. That was it.
I also forgot to add that she basically said that I didn't want her opinion and that I shouldn't ask for her opinion if I can't take the truth. And I was very confused, very complex, because honestly, I didn't take her opinion as anything. I was kind of just like, oh, that's your opinion. So again, I was very much thrown off because I'm like, where is this energy coming from?
Because mind you, we had never argued like this. We never had like a real bad argument like this. I started tearing up a little bit. Call me pussy, call me whatever. I don't care. I started tearing up a little bit because I'm like feeling this for a minute. I had been feeling the energy shift for a long time. So I felt like it was kind of just a buildup. I go to the bathroom to kind of collect myself. And she comes in and she's like, are you really like that upset about it? Like what I said? Like, are you really that upset about it? I tell people this all the time. Don't judge how somebody processes emotions. Like, if that's how I process emotions, let me process emotions like that and don't let me feel bad about it. Like, when I ain't even coming at you. Like, I'm not even coming at you. I'm just trying to figure out why you're so aggressive. I'm like, this is how I process emotions, so I'm gonna need you to just leave me alone. She goes off and she's like, you know what? Like, maybe this friendship is just strictly for work. Like, yeah, maybe that's what it is. She's like, yeah, nah, this is done. Like, she's like, this is done. Hi, baby. And then she got surprised later when I actually unfollowed her on everything. That's what she told me to do, so I did. When you said that, I'm like, okay, it's done. So I made it done, for real, for real. Watch what you say. So then, after that, I was kind of just like, yo, what the fuck? Just hurt. I was like, yo, what is this girl's issue? Like, what is her issue? Then I went home. I blocked her. I unfriended her. I blocked her number, everything. I remember the next day at work, it was really awkward. I think it was like a week later. She had hit me up or something. I remember this is what really made me not even want to be friends with her. Because I can't be friends with somebody that's going to kick me while I'm down like this when I haven't even done anything to you. During this time, I put in a week for vacation and me and my friend went to Wisconsin Dells, okay, period. It was about 2 weeks later after the whole argument. I'm in Wisconsin with my friend in our hotel room and I get a message saying, yeah, cry Didi, something like, I don't remember because I deleted the message. I forgot what she had said after that, but just like, I forgot what it was. It was something else other than that that really pissed me off. And I'm like, and what made me even more mad is because I'm on vacation trying to enjoy myself and unwind from this bullshit and work and just life in general. And you come in here and you text me this? Oh, honey, I was heated. I was literally pissed. I'm on vacation and you text me this. And of all times, like, wow. Like, the devil was a lie. Like, you really trying to disturb my peace, and I cast it out in the name of Jesus.
Nothing, period.
Because what the yo, the timing was crazy. So anyway, so she texted me this long paragraph, something, it was like something crazy. So I said, Nigel, I have never wrote back like this. I never get aggressive. And you know that here's another thing. You know that road rage video? That happened like a week after that whole situation with me and her, right? So I was going through a lot. Right back to her, I'm like, yeah, you used me, fake ass. You used me to get rides. Like, text me again and I'ma have to bust your lip or sock you in the face or some shit. I think I don't remember what I said. I just know it was something that I would never write to anybody. You can only push. When I tell you I am such a nice person, it's in my heart. I just want to be nice to people. I don't want to be mean. It's really not in me to be mean at all. So when you really get me there, I will go there. Period! Whoo, I was heated because it was all clicking to me in my head. Because you came to me when you were in a time of need, right? And then when I help you and when you're all set, then you just leave. That's what it looked like to me. And then when I'm doing good, mind you, she left. She literally stopped talking to me in the time where I got in a relationship and when I got my apartment. When I'm actually like succeeding and doing good for myself. Tell me that's not what that is. That's what it looks like. So in my head, and still to this day, I try to think, maybe I was just mad in that moment, and that's how I saw it, or is that really what it is? I don't know. I'm such a good person. I don't want to believe that was the scenario, and that she just left because I was doing good, and she wanted to not see me do good. She even had one of the girls that went to the kickback with us. Hi, baby. I have to hold my baby now. Because she's getting antsy. She even had one of the girls from the kickback that we went to message me saying, ha, like on some childish stuff. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm blocking you. I am so done.
If you fuck me over, there will be no second chances, baby. You're a wicked ass bitch, and I don't want that in my life. The only thing I want in my life is clear skin, to be surrounded by positive vibes, and to be successful. That's it. I don't have time to be surrounding myself with a wicked, evil, dirty bitch. I think the fuck not.
Never been that mad in my life. I wanted to actually fight. I wanted to fight her. I have never wanted to fight anybody. Mind you, I have never been in a fight, but if need be, I will throw some hands. I will, especially over my child. I've healed from this. So after that, I tried to enjoy my trip that day. That whole day I was pissed off. I was like, how dare she text me while I'm on vacation? My first day of vacation. Like, timing is crazy. After the day goes by, I'm over it. I'm enjoying myself. We went to a couple spots. I'm gonna put some pictures up. We went to a bunch of places. When I got back from my vacation, it really hit me. Like, I remember coming back home and everybody was just so busy. I kind of was just alone in this apartment by myself, and it just felt very lonely. It was very lonely because I really wanted to share this moment with her. It had been maybe 2 months since our friendship breakup. I wanted to share that moment with her, like she shared her moving in with me. So I kind of felt like, and that's when it was like, in my head, I was just putting it into like, wow, so I helped you do good. Then when I'm doing good, you just bounce. It was really eating me up. Like, I was like, wow. Like, people are cruel as like real grimy. My mom and my brother would come over and visit all the time. Yeah, my mom would come over and visit all the time, and then Danny, he would come over and visit, and we'd make dinner together. We used to make stir fry all the time.
I do want to mention that one of my other friends from work did come and visit me at my apartment. She's a super sweet girl and a lot of love for her. It was just crazy to me that this other friend of mine from work that I didn't know as well as No Name came over my house and celebrated my moving with me and was being more of a friend than No Name was.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Long story short, I remember a bunch of months later, mind you, she texts me and she's like, I'm sorry. She's texting me this long paragraph saying that she's sorry. And I think we even met up. Yeah, we did. We met up at my mom's house. We had a brief conversation. It felt so weird, honestly, because I remember just feeling all the emotions that I felt before, and I just knew it wasn't gonna be the same ever again. I just knew it. I think we tried to mend it, and we just talked it out for like 20 minutes, and then she left. Yeah, it was probably best that she didn't even come, because it really didn't do anything. I do appreciate the apology that she gave me, because I felt like, and then I said sorry too. Yeah, I said sorry for that, because that was definitely out of line for me to say that. But everything else, I don't feel like I should say sorry for how I process my emotions. Like, I literally was not hurting you. No, I will never say sorry for that.
Period.
I mean, I think she texted me one time since she'd been born. And at that point, I realized, yeah, nah. Right now, I just need to focus on her. So I don't want to have to try to mend something. Not that it needs mending, because it's kind of like so long ago. Because right now, I just don't care. Like, whatever happened like before, I don't care anymore. I forgot most of it. Like I said, that's why it's so hard for me to like pinpoint what happened and when. But like, I don't think my soul forgot, or like the deepest parts of me forgot, because since then, I haven't been able to get close to anybody, like real close to anybody new. Mind you, like, I got 2 really good friends, but I haven't been able to get close to anybody new at all, because that friendship trauma is so real. When I tell you that's so real, that happened to me once before with somebody else. This is the second time I've been through it. I'm just like, yo, I'm never gonna allow it to get that close ever again. Like, probably not. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with my 2 really good friends. Like, they my girls. Like, we need to do better as like women. Like, I looked at myself after and I was like, is there some things I could work on? And there's definitely some aspects of myself that I am working on currently. As far as me being a sensitive person, like, that's just gonna always be me. Definitely more resilient than I was before. Friendship trauma is real, y'all. That's all I gotta say. Definitely guard your heart, but also try to have discernment for the people that you should have in your life and the people you shouldn't. Thanks for watching my video. Oh my God. Oh, honey. It's okay. Yeah, it's definitely time to end the video now. But yeah, you guys, thanks for watching my video. You will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
This shit sound like an intro jet song. Give me that tempo. So cool, he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's.